Good day. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Dwarf Fortress Classic. Now, this is an overdub. I managed to record this for almost 10 minutes before I noticed that there was no sound coming from the microphone, which is a pain in the ass and something I do not super often, but more often than I would like. Typically a couple, 2, 3 times a year, which is still more than too many times. Anyhow, let's get into this game here. And then at some point, there's a very loud screechy noise, which I will try to cut out. I should be able to manage that. And then it will cut over to the original commentary at about 9 minutes and 42 seconds. So about 9 minutes from now. Anyway, just looking around to see what's happening in the fortress. I've got some, looks like I'm planning some stockpile expansion there. I designated the mining for that. And got a pretty big stone stockpile going there for my workshops, which is a good idea. So that those workshops can be fed. I should check how many wheelbarrows are allocated to that stockpile, but probably I thought about that when I set it up. There's a stockpile there in the middle of the screen now, which I think is a furniture stockpile, possibly. Anyway, I didn't notice it, but it's full to the brim. And wood up top here, and a were sloth, I want to say. Can't remember. Or a lynx, maybe. Anyway, it's the blue-green guy right there. Managed to trap them. There's a pasture area there. A couple of pasture areas. Or no, that's the main fort entrance, actually. And then a pasture up above. Oh, right, this is a seashore one. I had forgotten about that. I'm actually dubbing this like way after I recorded it. About 5 months, actually. I guess it's not way. I've done some older dub. Have I? It's probably the longest dub I've done in terms of the longest past. You know, the video in the most distant past is what I'm probably trying to say here. Got some drawbridges set up to seal off that portion. Not sure if there's any trees growing up there. We've got a hospital there and a what do you call it? A barracks or dormitory, one of the two, probably a dorm. Some farming areas designated. I assume they're designated to be planted. Could build some more beds in that dorm. If I have more beds. Not quite all sure what I'm looking for here in the standing orders. Plump helmets, etc. Refuse stockpile, quite large and mostly empty. With a butcher shop in it, which is also a good idea. And these are yeah, from the look of it, these are guild areas, I'm thinking, or temples, possibly. I don't know that I got... Oh, right, I had to punch through an aquifer in this one. Oh, man, it's coming back to me now. I did finally succeed. Fortunately, the aquifer didn't flow, like, really, really heavily, so I was able to get through it without too much headache. By building wooden walls around the area that I had dug out. So we're not too far into this fort, actually, in terms of the history of it. I've yet to set up much in the way of defenses and much in the way of quarters, which what am I doing? I'm going to build a bridge here, I think. A drawbridge to separate what? The upper level from quarters, perhaps, or something like that. Gonna have to make it a little bigger than that single X, though. I don't know what I'm waiting for. I don't remember, and I can't read my own lips. Okay, there we go. I expanded it out. It retracts to the south, I guess. Doesn't really matter which way it retracts. Am I... Oh, I'm maybe setting that up to be the pathway downwards. Glug, 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 glug. Sparkling water. Aloha brand. Mayor doesn't have any quarters. The bookkeeper does not have an office. Why would I set up a bookkeeper without an office? That seems suboptimal. Or did they change? They might have changed. Yeah, maybe. The mayor has that one. And what about the bookkeeper? Seems like the mayor could have the bigger one. Oh, normally the manager and the bookkeeper are the same person. Can I assign that to the bookkeeper? Mayor needs a little more action in terms of quarters, dining room, etc. Bedroom, dining room, office. Ooh, gotta watch the time a little bit here. Okay, 3 more minutes before I excuse me, before I turn this over to myself. And you'll get the commentary that was recorded during the recording of the video, starting at about 9 minutes and 42 seconds. Right, so I'm going to add some quarters here. Oh no, separate them a little more than that. No? Guess not. Dig, you diggers, dig. I feel like I could assign that office to the bookkeeper, like, now. Why am I making 4 rooms for the mayor? It's not really necessary. Anyway, we'll set up some jobs for the the accoutrement for the mayor's quarters. Weapon racks, armor stands, doors, bed, chests, cabinets. Need to cough. That's fun. Coughing. Armor stand, yes. What else? We need some. We need another table. Probably just building a couple of extras, or 1 extra maybe. Okay, and there come the miners. Very nice. Oh, they're pretty skilled miners. Or at least one of them is. Oh, I have a bunch of quarters already. How many citizens do I have? Hey, a new artifact, a gneiss or nice scepter. An heirloom for the family. That guitar music background does get tiresome after a while. Oh, gotta watch the time, it's coming up quick. I think what I want is 9 minutes and 42 seconds worth of audio, so that is coming up very rapidly. If I can stop. Oh, over to me. And that's why you should always check your audio inputs before you start making a recording. Stupid. Alright, maybe I'll overdub that a bit. Probably I will. It's almost not quite 10 minutes worth. let's get this music volume way down. I wish that could be made a persistent setting, but anyway. Alright, so I was blathering away happily. When I suddenly noticed that you couldn't hear me. Alright, so these are for the mayor, and I was just setting up some work orders to furnish what the mayor needs or wants. So, dining room, weapon rack, armor stand. So, what are we waiting on here? We're waiting on everything, basically. So, what am I going to do with this? This is going to be... Oh, I need the doors, actually, before I can do that. Alright, never mind. Ficode has given birth to a boy. Ah, yes. Ustuth Lazlor Bam, the ranger, has transformed into a werepanther. Right up here, where he is fully walled in and can do nobody any harm. So that's good. Ineth, the butcher, is oblivious. Why are you so upset, Ineth? Where's butcher? There we go. The tremendous stresses placed upon her have made her haggard and drawn. I'm having a little trouble reading this. She couldn't pray to a rose. She couldn't pray. She couldn't pray. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's not great. Is that her biggest issue? Is not being able to pray? She was caught in the rain. Unmoved by art or the beauty of nature. She's impervious to the effects of stress. That doesn't seem right. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to have to prioritize getting some kind of a temple built here. Nobody's planting anything. I don't know what the date is here. Okay, so where do I want to make this temple? Not there. Oh, do I not have any? Guess I don't. Needs masonry. Oh, I guess my mason is busy. So if I were going to make a temple, maybe I would make it out here somewhere. Maybe here. Okay, so let me make, we'll design a temple entryway here. I'm going to go 1 to 30, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. Now we'll make a little antechamber here. Or a big antechamber. And then we'll make a really grand entryway. Five, 6, 7, 8. Why is that in? Oh, that's not. That's 9, including the one I'm starting on. So that's 9. This will be 11. That'll be 13 wide. 15, 17 wide. This is going to be a temple for the ages, my friends. I don't know what those are for. Something to do with worship. Oh yeah, now we're talking. Now that's a temple. Or it will be anyway. Once my miners get to work on it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to even designate one that large. I guess I'll find out. How are they all doing anyway? Are they, oops. How are they doing for skill levels here? We've got a proficient, a accomplished, and then a legendary. Oh, what have we struck here? Is that anything useful? Probably not, being blue. Cobaltite. No, I don't think that's useful for anything. I don't think. Let's find out here. Economic stone. Yeah. Other stone. Cobaltite. Right. Beauty. Not useful. I suppose it's pretty. The stray cow has been missing for a week. Alright. Maybe we could make some cobaltite statues or something. Oh, I better, let's see here, I'd best make a zoom for this. Hotkey number 6, no, number 6, we're gonna name this temple, and we're going to make it zoom here. Perfect. Alright, the dining room for the mayor will be one of these rooms. Maybe this one right here. What is a throne? Designating the seat, the chair, the... Oh my god. It is... Why don't I see it? It's... Oh, seat. Some inconsistencies in the old naming conventions, I have to say. From back in the day. What else? We need his bedroom. Right there. Because dwarves like to sleep in the middle of their bedrooms. Mayors like to sleep in the middle of their bedrooms. An armor stand, we'll put one there. And a weapon rack, we'll put one up there. And a cabinet, we don't have a cabinet. And we don't have a coffin. Does a mayor want a coffin? No, mayors don't want coffins, so why did I make the fourth room, you ask? Good question. No reason. He already has a cabinet and chests in another area of the fortress. I feel like I'm going to put some more chests and cabinets in here anyway. Maybe I'll put a coffin as well. Speaking of masons... Oh, he's still making the last of the doors, and then presumably they'll come and work on this bridge. I wonder why I only have the one mason. That seems a little unusual. Obviously I could... Oh, no, he's making rock blocks. I think we need another mason. You there, Shorast. You seem like you want to be a mason. You are a competent Marks Dwarf, and that's about it. Yeah, you don't have any real skills. Yeah, I think you want to be a mason. Pref labor. Seems to me that is your density. your destiny to be a mason. You can go work on that bridge. And so ye shall. Well, that didn't take long. Okay, how are we doing on the temple down here, gang? Getting there. Getting there. Doing well with the whole food situation, so that's nice to see. I would like to find some iron-bearing minerals. There's a bunch of that up towards the top here, right here, but that's in the aquifer, which is not ideal because you can't really get those things effectively once you expose them. They get flooded right away. Haven't found anything here yet either. All right, well let's. I think my miners are all idle now. Let's dig downwards over here. Oh, maybe before I do that, I'll link up this bridge. Where are those bedrooms? There. And where are my... Did I designate all of them? I did. Okay. Where are the levers? Oh, they're up here. Alrighty, so if I were a lever for that trapdoor, have I named them properly? Yes, I did. Surface bridge west, surface bridge east. So this will be the... Oh, I need to build the... Not the table, the trap, the lever. I'm going to slap it in right here. Oh, I've only got 2 mechanisms. I'm not going to be able to accomplish this with 2 mechanisms. We better make some of those. Who's my mechanic? Do I have a mechanic? That guy looks like a mechanic. What are you doing there, brother? Oh, you are a mechanic and you're making a mechanism. Excellent. That's what I was hoping for. I think that mechanic is carrying around a child. Now, the whole point of putting that stone pile there was so that, you know, the dwarves would use it, but I guess they first pick a sort of a random stone when they take up a job. What are you doing now, mechanic? Engineer, rather. Oh, you went for a random distant stone, did you? That feels a little less than ideal. Alright, well, all that said, let me... oh no, I need to do it at the lever. We're going to link up a bridge, and it's going to be that one there. Somebody working... Oh yeah, that dude right there is working on it. Nice. Who is that? Somebody's watching a fish cleaning demonstration. Oh. Why? That can't be done already, can it? Oh, it is. Alright, let's test that. Sure, it's working, but why not? Oh, I also need to name it. How do you do that? Control N. It is going to be called the top. No, what am I going to call that? Depth barrier 1. Depth barrier 1. There we go. Now that's a name. And oh, whoops! I need to also pull it. Have a Dwarf pull it, and then watch the show. There it is. Depth barrier 1 works nicely. Burrows. How do you... Anyway. I think there's a way to just sort of show things like the different traps and whatever and hop around between them. I don't remember how that works though. We're going to add and pull that one. So the depth barrier 1 drawbridge, or what do you call the raising bridge, will actually do its job and seal off the fortress, and then we will start some more downward digging. Downward digging, up downstairs, and I don't know, 10 more. We'll go 10 more, see if we punch into the caverns or what. Guess we'll find out, but what I really want is metal and flux stone. So it looks like the same type of stone. Gabbro. Oh, there's something new. What is this? Slate. And, oh, what is that? The yellow one's nice. Orthoclase. I don't think orthoclase has any actual use other than being yellow. Yeah. Oh, it's magma safe though. Interesting. I guess there's lots of magma safe stones. Oh, and what's this now? We're getting all the stone. Oh, more slate. And this is another one. What is this? Scheist. Alright, well, I'll do some exploratory mining, but I will also do some more downward mining. Since we have yet to find any flux stone. Rock crystal, yay. Now we might have actually, we might be down below the cavern levels already, but just haven't punched into them yet. Quartzite, and oh, what's this? Quartzite, all quartzite all the time. I don't think quartzite does anything for you, does it? No. Also magma safe though. Well, isn't this interesting? See how far down we get. I don't really want to punch into the caverns, but I want to find diorite. Is diorite one of the magical ones? No. Nope. Oh good, migrants. So we're going to go from 62 with this guy, who is an animal trainer. I'm going to need some more bedroom. Oh, the butcher is throwing a tantrum. Oh, which reminds me, I kind of forgot about the temple. I see we're at half an hour now as well. Let's see here. I'm going to designate a zone starting from back here, I think. Right about there. No, actually I'm going to do it from here. There, that seems about right. See how far up I can get. Hopefully all the way up here. That would be nice. Oh, no. Okay, well that actually worked out really well. So that's the temple, and then we've got like an antechamber for the temple. How do you make it a temple? It's a meeting area, I want to say. And then we're going to assign it the location of we're going to add a location, and it's going to be a temple to no specific deity at this point anyway. The pages of squeezing. Sounds about right for religion. So now I'm going to fully expect to get a bunch of dwarfs still toppled by the butcher. Well, cut it out, you dumbass. Okay, here come all the dwarves that need to pray. They need to be told there's a temple in order to pray, so that makes total sense. What do we got here? Nice. So I'm going to designate all of this to be smoothed. Like so. Actually, all the way up to the top here. Actually, we'll do the hallway as well. Why not? So you know you're coming into someplace special. Now, I'm gonna need some other things like statues and whatnot, but the Guild of Snarling, a ranger guild, has been established, really. Oh, everybody's praying. All the praying is going on. Beautiful. Oh, that looks promising. Marble, finally. God. Okay, so that being marble, we're going to dig down a bit more. More stairs. Is anybody gonna do it? Oh, I've got a new miner. Yay. I guess that's okay. Somebody's been interrupted by combat. What are you? Let's go to that area. Oh, emus, the birds. I think those are emus. Yeah, emus, the birds. Cool. Hope you win the combat, my friend. Well, more emu meat coming. That's great. Let me get back to my temple, like so. And I'm going to wrap up this episode. Thanks so much for watching. You take good care of yourselves, and I shall see you next time. Bye for now.